'cause I'm a script flipper, a situation shifter. My faith is in the Lord, there is nobody bigger. I'm a script flipper, a situation shifter. My faith is in the Lord, there is nobody, nobody, nobody. Yeah, that's right.
Hello, everybody. This is yours truly, Uncle Brother D. Come on. I love it, man. We going on location today. This is episode 4 of the Script Flipper. I thank you for tuning in. And guess what? We're going to get into it in a minute. We're on our way to Brother U'Drego Tyre Golmond's barbershop. He's going to shape your boy up. I know y'all like to see behind scenes of what's going on with your favorite music artist, your favorite preacher, or whoever. And so we going out on location today. All right, let's go. All right, y'all, this is the spot. About to go in here and check out Brother U'Drego. Alright. What's up there, Brother U'Drego? What's going on, Brother D? Oh man, I'm good, man. I just need to get fresh, baby. Yes, sir. Everything good?
Yes, sir. Everything good.
Alright. Yeah. Take off this outer garment. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
So what's good? What's good?
Man, it's all good, man. Just staying focused and man, trying to get, continue to cut hair and man and stay in the word, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And by the way, y'all, one thing about me, I like to share the stories of my brothers and sisters in Christ, those that are businessmen, businesswomen, entrepreneurs, all of that. You know, we are, after all of that, we are still people, regular people that have to deal with life. And we work, we get out there, we hustle to take care of ourselves, our families. I know that the word even says that if anyone will not work, neither should he eat. What's that, Pastor? 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 10, I believe. Brother U'Drego, not only is he a Christian, he's also a pastor, and he has a business. As you see, he's getting Uncle Brother D fresh. Brother U'Drego, why don't you share a little bit about your story, how you came to be, and how you got your start, all that good stuff, man.
You don't mind if I take my mask off, huh? I believe we covered it.
Yeah, man, we good, man.
All right.
We good. Covered by the blood, baby.
Man. Well, I was, I always made fast money, man, and one day my dad had, he used to do the same thing, and he ended up going to jail, and my barber was like, look, you got to come with some money. I don't owe you daddy no more. And I was like, okay, well. So I began to pick up the clippers and cut my hair and my brother's and practice on it, man. I had to be about 12 years old.
Right.
And as we, and I just continued to cut. And I got to a point to where, man, I had to do something legal. And so I just went to school already knowing how to cut, but still needed to learn more and get my license. So I went to school, man. It was tough getting them because I was having car problems. Just things wasn't going right. So the time it's supposed to took me like a year or 18 months, and it took me a couple years to get them.
Right.
Because with the car problem and everything like that. But man, it was hard, but I had to do something legal, man, and that's how I get to where I'm at, get started to cutting hair.
Okay, so you started cutting before you got saved, or was it after you got saved, or what?
Well, I was cutting before I got saved.
Okay.
But like I say, it really, once I got saved, it pushed me into professionalism, really, get on a professional level and, make this career, make this out of something instead of just cutting.
Right.
Yeah, Christian pushed me into it more.
Okay, yeah. In other words, that godly wisdom kicked in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, one thing I'd like to hear from my brothers and sisters is what I call, where the church would call it, your testimony. Old school church, everybody got testimonials, it's testimony time. But me being in these modern day times, I like to flip the script in situations and kind of do it the way that I do it. So, do you have what I call like a script flipper story? That's when you entered into a situation. The situation was a crazy situation. I'm talking about it got all out of control. Like you were overwhelmed with this situation, and all of a sudden, it's like the Lord broke in and He intervened and He flipped that script in your situation. Do you have a story like that you would like to share with everybody? I sure want to hear it.
Yeah, I have a couple of stories I can tell, but this one I want to tell, man, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be cutting, standing here now. God allowed me to I was facing a time in Texas and time in Louisiana. And I did my time in Texas and I took everything I had to make a change. And so as I came and was facing time up in Louisiana, I got in front of the judge. And the judge, actually my uncle, Apostle Leon Goldman was supposed to come speak on my behalf because he always went out there to Livingston and visit the inmates.
Okay.
And when I went there, the judge had a stack of papers like this. And he was like, man, I don't know how you get away with all this. And he said, at that time he forgot about my Apostle Leon gonna speak on my behalf. He was like, man, he said, I don't see how you got away with all this.
Come on.
And I say, a lot of that stuff, they didn't convict me on it. He said, but still. He said, all this, they said, I don't see how you got away with that. He said, but I'm gonna deal with you today. And I said, man, and I was like, Your Honor, I got all the, paperwork and stuff showing that I better myself. And he hit the gavel. Boom, he said, 15 years, hard labor.
Wow.
And I was like, Your Honor, give me another chance, man. I said, I got certificates, a lot of paperwork showing that I better myself. I took spiritual maturity. I took turning point. I took manhood. I even took GED, and I already had graduated. But I just wanted
just to cover yourself.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to do whatever it was for a change. I got tired of leaving my family and all that. So I'm still telling the judge all this. And he said, no, it don't matter. I say, Your Honor, I say my wife right there, she pregnant. Because I was able to leave from Texas and my wife and my mother came pick me up, which I was supposed to get extradited, but the favor of God.
Yeah.
So I made it. I mean, now I'm saying, look at my wife. He said, well, I feel sorry for her. He didn't care,
No mercy.
They call him Father of Time, he don't care.
No mercy.
And and he said, I said, Your Honor, man, look at all the stuff I did, man, give me another chance. He already hit the gavel at that time and said 15 years hard labor. The bailiff came, handcuffed me, so at that point, I'm handcuffed.
Okay.
And I'm saying, Your Honor, man, give me another chance, I'm serious, man. I really changed. And he said, no. He said, not in my good country, I can't do it. He said, tell me this, why you been changed? I said, Your Honor, I was smoking the marijuana, I was out there living a life. I said, I don't know, but I changed now.
Right.
And he said, well, you got the 15 years, and the bailiff grabbing me and pulling me to the side. And at that point, the bailiff asked my uncle, you know, Apostle Leon to come, you know, get my belongings. And as he come to get my belongings, the judge say, let me hear what he got to say. He didn't like it's gonna matter anyway. And he got up and said, Your Honor, this is my nephew. He under me. He had training for deacon. I believe if you let him stay up under me for a little while, because he been doing good. He called me, asked me when church service is and everything. So I know this is my nephew. He normally went back to the street. He normally would have went back to the women, the drugs, and all that. But this particular time here, he did. Okay. He said, I believe in him. He said, yes. I believe if you give him another chance, I don't believe he gonna fail it.
Come on now.
And I said, and I was right there, I'm right here, man, and he looked at me sideways like that, and he said, they gonna be mad at me. That was the judge said. He said, they gonna be mad at me.
Come on.
Be mindful that the people that he's talking about are the people that I kept getting away, the head of narcotic agents and all that. All of them, he said, they gonna be mad at me.
Right.
He said, take the handcuffs off of him, give him 5 years probation, and we're gonna throw the 15 years out. And they ripped the paper up. Ripped the paper up and said, and man, you know, I walked out of the courtroom, they took the cuffs off. I went from like this to walking out with everybody else. And they followed me. And they was, older people, they was behind me, and they were crying and saying, do you know who that was? I said, yes, I know who it was.
Come on now.
That was Jesus. That was him. He showed up on my behalf, man. I'm telling you, man, glory be to God.
What's up.
Man, that God did it for me, man. And I really, man, that's why I do what I do. Because he saved me, man, and got me out of that situation. And that he flipped the script, man. He flipped it. It was from me feeling, you know, a certain way, man. I was in a bind from there to me being free, walking out with everybody else.
Yeah.
Man,
Talking about flipping the script. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful story, man. But I tell you what, Brother Drago, man, I gotta tell you this here, man. All of that was good, what you said. That was a script flipper moment, trust me. But I really love where you said that you had already graduated. You had got all of your diplomas or whatever to graduate, but to make sure you covered yourself, you went back to school and got your GED, man. That touched me in my heart, because I've never heard anybody say that they went back to get the same schooling that they had already attained, man. And I'm thinking of the Apostle Paul when he said, everything that he had gained, he threw it out, he considered it dung, he considered it rubbish or garbage, just so he can get to know Christ. He wanted to know who Jesus was. And so Jesus makes a difference in our lives. He is script flipper number one, what I call him, man. And I love this story, man. It touches me in my heart, man. I see how you had the chains on you. You had the chains on your wrists. That reminds me of how things are spiritually as well. How before we get with Jesus, before he comes into our lives, it's almost like he's a lawyer in the courtroom pleading our case. And once we accept him, my God, things begin to turn around, man. And so I like how he really flipped that script in your life, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was really a script flipping moment. When the judge changed his mind, he didn't even realize that he changed his mind. I don't believe he realized what he was doing himself, because God had came on the scene and just flipped that whole thing.
Yes.
And like I can say, God has the king heart in his hand.
That's right.
And he turn it whichever way he want to turn it. And
yes.
Yeah, man. That's why I say that goes perfect with what you're doing. Script flipping, I'm talking about he flipped that whole thing around, man.
Yes, sir.
Even though I was keeping the faith, but when he flipped it, man, I was like, wow, I was like, man, thank you, Jesus,
Come on, man.
And I'm gonna tell you this, my wife was so excited. Right after that, she went witness to like Everybody she saw,
Yes.
she witnessed to him. Yeah, you can't tell me God ain't good. You can't tell me God is not good. She was just, I mean, man, so many people got touched that day.
Yes, sir.
Off of what God did when he flipped that thing around, man.
My. And you know, man, I'm thinking about what you said, man, about how God turned the heart of that judge. You know, I believe God allows us sometimes, man, to be tested so that we can have a testimony, to just simply go and share with other people. A lot of times people are seeing you go through your test. That ministers volumes to people. Even more so than what you can say out of your mouth. When they're there with you, they're around you, you have witnesses experiencing what you're going through and what God is doing for you, that touches them as well. This is why we do what we do. We have to go out and share what God has done for us so that others can say, well, if he did it for him, maybe perhaps he will do it for me as well. That's that inspiration. I pray that people be encouraged by what they see and hear about us and what we're going through, because I've heard other people say this: the only Bible a lot of people might read is you. What are we giving them to see? What are they hearing about us? What are we telling them?
Amen.
Oh my God.
Overcome us by the word of our testimony.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My. Well, there you have it, y'all. We got that story from Brother U'Drego, and I got a fresh cut. I'm so happy about that. Now, look, I want you to subscribe to this channel. I need your help on that, your support on that. Make sure you like it, comment, share it with others. Contact me on social media, all of that good stuff under Donald Moore or Uncle Brother D. Now, Brother U'Drego, come on. Tell them how would they get in contact with you if they wanted a fresh cut, or if they even wanted you to come out and speak, because you are still a preacher, you're a minister as well. So give them all of your information if you don't mind.
Yeah, you can contact me on Facebook, U'Drego Golmond, Instagram, Chosen Cut, U'Drego Golmond, The Chosen One. You could get me on Instagram there, and you can also get me at 225-788-2889. And we could you could get a cut, you could get a word, you could get encouraged, you could get whatever God is leading you, you could get a healing.
One-stop shop, right?
That's it. You can get it all from me.
Yeah.
So just contact me from that number. If you can get the number, 225-788-2889.
All right, thank you, bro.
Right now.
Till the next time, y'all be good like cookies and milk are good to me. Mwah.
I'm a script flipper, a situation shifter. My faith is in the Lord. There is nobody.